the war in Ukraine grinds on. A brutal ballet of advances, retreats, and relentless firepower. Recently surfaced combat footage offers a stark glimpse into the reality of modern warfare, showcasing a day of intense fighting characterized by aggressive Ukrainian maneuvers, desperate Russian defense, and the ever-present threat of drones and artillery. The video opens with Ukrainian armored vehicles, including the formidable Bradley fighting vehicle, storming across open ground. The Bradley, a key asset in Ukraine's arsenal, immediately deploys flares, a defensive measure designed to confuse Russian heat-seeking missiles. This aggressive push suggests a planned offensive, aimed at dislodging Russian forces from established positions. The Bradley leads the charge, unleashing suppressive fire to neutralize any threats along its path. Its 25mm cannon tears into suspected Russian defenses, forcing some Russian soldiers to abandon their stronghold. Caught off guard and seemingly unprepared for the ferocity of the assault, some attempt to escape on motorcycles, highlighting the chaotic nature of the conflict. The narrator even points out that some of the soldiers are new to combat. The Ukrainian forces capitalize on the disarray. A Tau missile, fired from the Bradley, narrowly misses the fleeing motorcycles, sending shockwaves through the escaping soldiers. One is visibly concussed, highlighting the psychological toll of war. The fear is palpable, described as primal. Abandoning their motorcycles, the remaining Russian soldiers scatter, a desperate attempt at survival. The Ukrainians are relentless. A bomber drone is deployed, targeting the fleeing soldiers with precision strikes. A grenade detonates close to one soldier, showering him in shrapnel. Driven by adrenaline, he attempts to flee back toward the motorcycles, but the drone relentlessly pursues him. The footage shows him collapsing, a stark reminder of the human cost of this war. As the vehicles advance, an APC lays down suppressive fire with its M2 Browning machine gun, allowing Ukrainian soldiers to dismount and prepare for a ground assault. The Bradley joins in, its 25mm cannon ensuring the Russians are unable to return fire effectively. The APC and Bradley separate, each heading toward different enemy positions. Recognizing the loss of contact with their forward positions, the Russians launch a drone for coordination and surveillance. As the scattered Ukrainian vehicles maneuver to avoid detection, a decision is made to unleash a devastating barrage of MLRS rockets and unguided air-to-ground rockets. To evade Ukrainian SAMs, Russian Su-25 aircraft fly at extremely low altitudes, hugging the ground to minimize radar detection. The MLRS system is simultaneously being set up, adjusting the rocket salvo direction. The Su-25s, braving the risk, enter enemy airspace, ready to deliver a massive strike. A near-catastrophic coordination failure almost results in friendly fire, emphasizing the complexity and danger of modern battlefield operations. The rocket barrage is unleashed, a combined storm of air-launched rockets and MLRS fire that devastates the targeted area. The APC closes in on the drop zone, the machine gunner continuing to suppress any remaining enemy resistance. Ukrainian soldiers dismount, covering each other as they scan the area. The plan is going according to schedule. They have flanked the Russians and are tightening the noose. However, the Russians realize they're being flanked and respond with fire, erupting into a firefight. The narrator observes, "This is modern war, where 80% of the time you shoot without seeing who you're fighting," highlighting the impersonal and often indiscriminate nature of conflict. The Russians fiercely defend their second position, aware that its loss will have severe consequences. An enemy IFV attempts to break through with heavy suppressive fire, but a Ukrainian soldier armed with an anti-tank grenade launcher, takes aim. The shot strikes its mark, immobilizing the vehicle. A final shot pierces the APC's armor, eliminating the threat. With the threat from the right neutralized and only sporadic shots heard, it appears the Ukrainians have captured the stronghold. Exhausted from the battle, they retreat into the trenches to catch their breath. The lull is short-lived. After losing control of the position, the Russian command switches to artillery strikes, utilizing a high rate of fire system capable of spitting out up to 10 shells a minute. The Ukrainians take cover as high-explosive fragmentation shells rain down, the shrapnel reaching devastating distances. The artillery unit, attempting to evade counter-battery fire, is detected by a Ukrainian FPV drone. The commander notices the drone and jumps out of the vehicle just moments before a precision strike. The drone's shaped charge detonates, tearing the artillery piece to pieces. The narrative shifts to the skies. The Russian Su-25s, reloaded and ready for another strike, fly extremely low, continuously releasing flares to avoid being targeted by Ukrainian SAMs. In response to the initial airstrike, the Ukrainians call in their air defense systems to prevent the Russian aircraft from gaining air superiority. As the Su-25s approach, they release their entire munition load, rockets raining down, forcing Ukrainian troops to seek cover in the trenches. As the Su-25s return to base, they enter the range of the Ukrainian SAM system. The operator locks onto the target, and a missile is launched. The plane accelerates toward the ground, its control systems inoperable. Ejection is impossible, and the pilot loses consciousness from the blast. Russia, utilizing its advanced radar systems, detects the missile launch almost immediately. The coordinates are relayed to a Lancet drone, tasked with eliminating the launch team. With no time to relocate, the Ukrainian operators face a deadly precision strike. The Lancet drone locates the Ukrainian air defense system, and the operator guides it straight to the target. The driver jumps clear seconds before impact. The Lancet strike lands square, wiping out every critical targeting and missile system. Fortunately, the missile compartment doesn't explode. The second pilot lands safely, mission complete. But the loss of his comrade is irreversible. Having endured the bombardment, the Ukrainians launched drones to monitor the area they've secured. 3 soldiers are tasked with the dangerous job of checking every hole where the enemy might be hiding. The narrator emphasizes the danger of this task. Going into those holes is deadly business. That's why the grenades go in first. The video shows the soldiers approaching a foxhole, a symbol of the brutal reality of trench warfare. They don't hesitate. A quick hand signal, and the first grenade arcs into the foxhole. The second grenade is thrown in, followed by a burst of gunfire. Before leaving, the soldiers tear off patches and insignia, a tradition of war. The footage provides a raw and unfiltered look at the war in Ukraine, showcasing the intense fighting, the reliance on technology, and the immense human cost. It's a day of attrition, where both sides are locked in a relentless struggle for territory and survival. The video serves as a stark reminder of the brutal reality of modern warfare, a conflict characterized by its mercilessness and unwavering intensity. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more info. Thank you.